Really, like 1 point of injury, if any. Because I know a lot of us
could be
use
accurate.
I'm not opposed.
I figure with all the doors being shut, the only thing that's visible right now is that
There it is.
room over here, right? Where we thought was the.
And you
World
did
of
get
Annihilation.
the key also. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hakeem just mentions that he would need a long rest if we were going to do this. Or would like one.
Which key was it, Josh?
1 second. It would have been
Hexagon?
Think so.
Because I have 2 of the keys written down, and I only had 1 before this fight, so I must have taken that second one. That was Osalia, by the way.
it
Ready.
was the hexagon, correct?
Okay, I have that written down on
4
my
keys
thing,
now.
so. Eddie disconnected.
We'll keep going right now. We'll bring it back in when he gets back, if anything's changed.
Okay, so Nephtus 2 is quite worn out at the moment and would also benefit from a rest.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not opposed.
Metagaming wise, I have 28 out of 108 hit points.
I have less than that.
Yeah, same.
All right. I'm assuming Osalia would probably agree. So you guys settle down. Are you doing any watch order? Are you doing watches in here?
I mean, the only qualm I could think Osalia having with this is that she's currently wild-shaped.
She can take the first watch.
She gets them back on a short rest anyway, so...
Dude, what wild shape is he in? Is she in?
I don't remember.
Because I wonder if we can cut off one of her arms.
Yeah, no, that transfers over to your druid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's just,
Because you
One
become that creature. So if that creature
well,
loses a
you're-
limb, so does your druid.
It also has hit points separate from you and whatnot.
True. Yeah, I would imagine we are going to do, like, watches.
All right.
Salia would probably take the first one, I guess, seeing as she's currently wild-shaped. And I would take the time to put up Liamon's hut.
I guess I can have second watch.
Jeremy, what race are you again? What race is Hakeem?
I'm an ASMR.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And
Now
then
we got
for
2 ASMRs in one
reference,
group.
The crown was on this side of the wall over here. It was on the ground. You guys hadn't picked it back up.
Yeah, that's fine. It can stay there.
Just making sure, because later on I don't want someone to be like, I have the crown in my bag. And I was like, what? Okay.
The black opal crown.
Nephtus picks it up and puts it on his head. Just kidding, obviously.
Kidding! I'm kidding!
All right. So first watch is Osalia.
There's a plus 10 to perception, I think.
Second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, isn't it like his passive perception like a 20?
Yeah.
So
her.
Or her, sorry.
The watches that night come and go without an issue. Osalia continues to have the same similar nightmares that she's had every night since arriving to Ohm, in the same vein of looking somewhere deep, presumably within this tomb. and seeing a floating, twisted abomination. Yeah, so same kind of nightmare revolving around that figure. You guys all awaken, long rest completed, but still locked within this chamber. As you're looking around, maybe hoping that the doors had opened, they are still shut.
We get 10 extra hit points, correct, Dan?
I could hear you.
I didn't hear you, though.
I didn't say anything.
We get 10 extra hit points, correct? Temporary hit points, excuse me?
Yes. Actually, it's... Stand by.
Standing.
Sitting.
Charisma modifier, plus half of my warlock level, so 11. 5 plus 6. Wait. No, we're 11, right? Not 12?
Yeah, you're 11.
Okay, so 5. So 10, yeah.
Damn, my health would have been 69.
Hey!
God, that's atrociously low for 10 extra hit points. Or 11 extra hit points.
Yeah, I can't be hit, dude.
It's just like, I'm like, man, the D6 to the D8? Like, did you roll your hit points?
I
or
rolled
did
my
you...
first
Plus
one, and
16.
then
Gotcha.
I just did the average.
What's your
after
charisma? Not charisma, constitution.
My constitution is +1.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm ready.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
All right.
You need like a armor of can't touch this Dan and or something.
You back, Eddie?
Yeah, power flashed.
No
No
problem,
worries.
man. The party long rested since everyone was very, very injured.
I mean, maybe they were.
I think you may have been the only person that wasn't. I think everyone else was below 20% health.
Oh, damn. You all were fucked up. I still had an
Yeah.
animal form to spare.
I mean, I'd just like to point out that there was 2 enemies and I soloed one of them. Literally, I did 100% of the damage and I took 100% of the damage it dealt. Wow, is that true, Josh? Did its little eye vision thing? I can't remember if it hit anybody
I don't
else.
remember off the top of my head how that one went, but you did pretty
I
much
forgot I
kill
had-
them by yourself.
Well, I did 100% of the damage to the one by myself, but I forgot I had so many AoE effects it might have ended up doing damage to other people.
Oh no, yeah, it would have done damage to other people, but you took damage every time it did damage.
Hey, what was that crown again?
The black opal crown.
The block.
Oh, okay.
Crown.
Yeah, so, oh god. Josh, you should have probably cleared the chat log, I'm just saying.
I did. It's cleared on mine. I literally went into clear chat log. Clear current
Yeah.
chat log. I don't know why it's not clearing for you.
I mean, I didn't
What are you,
intentionally
AI
roll
trained?
up. I was trying. Yeah. I didn't intentionally look up. I was just curious to see if you had linked it in chat or something, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Was playing with a lot of stuff, so some
Yeah.
of it is not pertinent at all. But what are you guys doing?
The king should try to disintegrate the door.
We did that last session.
We did that. It did not go through.
Yes. I'm aware.
Yes.
Oh, a second time? Dude, it's like those the first couple sessions with Jester, like Matt Mercer would be like, yeah, that's not like how it works or whatever, and then Jester would just repeat what she said, and Matt Mercer was like, oh, she's just doing that anyways.
So what are you guys doing? You finish
we
your long
talk-
rest, soar.
I was gonna say, did we play around with the idea of minor illusion? The fact that we have no arm, or would that work in that way?
Wait, hold on. Josh said something last time, and I think I needed to.
I'm just saying, rogues don't need 2 arms.
First of all, fuck you.
You said it was this door to the west over here that had the one with
The
the
one
one
to
with
the west and north both have the same image.
with a half arm or whatever.
I hadn't realized, Jeremy, that minor illusion doesn't really do people. It does like objects. It creates images of objects and stuff. Pretty simple things. Like you can't do anything too complex.
Oh, okay.
So I think like maybe a major illusion or something like that might work. I don't know. I don't know if we have it.
Nephtus asks Osalia, would you have any means of reconnecting a severed limb?
Yes, I think.
Why can Osalia just always say yes?
Because druids are bad fucking ass, okay? Jack of all trades and pretty damn good at all of them.
I don't know,
Hang
man. I
on,
hear the
man.
bards are pretty good at that stuff. Well, I don't know. When I say I meant the Jack of all trades thing.
He is. I figured he would be. What you need, baby girl?
Maybe not, actually. Hang on. Because that's the regenerate spell.
One more chance.
And that is beyond my power.
That is most unfortunate.
Indeed. Let's see here. I'm just gonna put it on my spell list because someday I'll use it.
Oh god, yeah, we're a little ways away from that.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a spell that possesses the ability to make it appear as though you are missing a limb?
Hold on.
Such as alter self.
Josh. Never mind. When the door closed, did the darkness is coming, your doom is at hand immediately come from the devil's mouth, or was that triggered by something else, did it seem like?
You're not sure. I want to say that you had heard it before you guys had grabbed the crown, so it wouldn't have happened in that.
And actually, no, I don't think my notes were right.
So the door still would have been open then at that point.
Yeah, I think you're right. I just didn't write my notes. So that was said when after we picked up the crown?
Or, I believe
Before.
is how, yeah. The
So
order in which you recognize them.
I don't know or remember what triggered that warning message system thing.
I mean, that was coming from the sphere of annihilation.
Okay.
Or from the darkness at least. And didn't hear it until you got close. So you're not really sure if something triggered it or not. Like right now, you can't hear it because you're too far from it.
I just try to make the pose with my arm in my shirt.
Like, put your elbow out your sleeve.
And it works.
Unfortunately, nothing happens.
Fuck. Thinking maybe we were thinking too much on this one.
So, just a quick refresher. It's a guy standing with his arm outstretched, but it's missing from, like, the elbow down, basically.
Yeah.
Well, you never put your arm in your shirt and then just stuck your elbow through the sleeve?
I know what you're talking about. I mean, I can do it, but I don't know if this is believable or not.
I mean, have you ever tried that on a child? Come on.
Yeah, my kids do it actually every time we go out to eat because they get cold. So
Dude,
just
Harvey
shove all
got
their
pretty
arms.
scared when you stole his nose the last time I was there.
Seriously.
I have only one idea.
Was ist das?
Banishment.
Allow me to consider my options, and I believe I only have one idea.
Well,
Oh my god. Wait. 5-head.
I don't know what that
I mean, you
means.
can go
Nephtus.
ahead. Go ahead. I have an idea if yours doesn't work though.
I say that being that water is very malleable, perhaps I can assume the form of this as a water elemental.
That is a good idea.
Well, Nephtus, did you like get all giddy like that in the game?
No,
You
I
might
did
as well
not.
just-
I was
might as
basically
well
just
just
sitting
throw
there
a rock
scratching
from-
my chin, thinking. My very non-hairy chin.
Would minor illusion also work in the sense of like projecting like an image rather than?
like
I
a
guess not.
hologram almost. You
Well, I'm
mean?
saying like if he was water and water's very reflective, why couldn't we project the image of him taking the shape and then just projecting his image on him?
You
I'm
could
not sure where you're going
attempt.
with
You could
that.
attempt to place an illusion of an individual who is missing an arm and is taking that pose. It's worth a shot.
I would try that first, I suppose.
I had asked Josh that last time. I think he said you couldn't use minor illusion to create a person.
But I'm creating an image of a person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, I think we were talking about like minor illusion versus like what's the other one? I'm brain farting right now.
Major.
No, there's like a create image.
Oh.
That might be it. Yeah.
I think create image is just an exact replica of you, though, isn't it?
No. Major image is like minor illusion, and then there's something else. A couple of illusion spells.
I'm just posting that for me.
Yeah, I'm saying like to make a person. If I'm still, I mean, is that still what we're talking about? Is beyond a cantrip's ability to be successful here.
Right.
Right.
But if you had some other idea with it, then let's see how it goes.
This is a DM question. And I will put the caveat on it that it is for the express purpose of overcoming this trap, and I would never ever think to use this spell in this way in any other circumstance whatsoever.
Okay.
So dramatic.
Well, once I explain what I'm getting at, you will understand why I gave it that caveat. Could I polymorph myself into myself without my forearm?
Eddie's little.
It says, I will link it here.
Yeah, link it, please.
So you can transform yourself into a beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's, or the target's level if it doesn't have a challenge rating.
Let's make a dumb Nephtus. Or Baelen or whatever.
Now it does have to be a beast, which I'm technically a humanoid, but basically I'm just trying to polymorph like
I totally understand what you're saying.
from my elbow down, I'm trying to polymorph that away.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, so we'd have to do a check. Your DC is going to be 20.
Okay.
So you're going to have to spend the spell slot.
Yeah.
And we'll make it a...
Just like a spell save? Or
Yeah,
like-
let's do it with. I mean, this is more convincing someone, so I'm gonna say, or like
Deception?
not someone, but yeah, we're gonna say deception or performance. Let's do deception. So you approach the door,
how's that
polymorph.
24?
Yeah, you approach the door, polymorph into yourself. I'm assuming before approaching the door,
Yeah.
without an arm, your right arm. Which door are you approaching? The north or western?
The western one.
Wait, I thought the western one was with the mirror, and we didn't want to do that one.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. The northern one. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So
were
you-
trying to get out of here. That's right.
So you approach the northern one, polymorphed as yourself, missing a right arm, and you hold that arm up, mimicking the same exact pose. And for a second, nothing happens. And then the slab, and you hear the other one on the western side raise into the ceiling.
Oh shit!
Giggity 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 goo.
Nephtus just sighs.
It's like, ugh.
A deep sigh of relief because he was wholly prepared to chop off his arm. Or to have Baelen chop off his arm, I should be precise here.
Baelen chop off Baelen's arm, or Baelen chop off your arm?
Baelen chop
Let's
off Baelen's
check
arm.
this sage advice.
Wait, you said the one on the western side opened?
Well, fair enough.
We're rolling
Yeah,
with
Jeremy
it.
Crawford's a little unceremonious. Also, to be fair, on Matt Mercer's Twitter, he's like full send. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's whoever you want to listen to. I like the rules guy, but you know, I like Josh's ruling too.
I just like, I don't know. For me, I totally see it's silly. Polymorph is a high level spell, and I think wanting to polymorph into a person is totally should be within the abilities of that same realm.
It's been within the abilities of that spell for 50 years before 5th edition came out.
Yeah. So,
As long as you're not like, you know, I mean, technically speaking, Nephtus should also be an easier target to kill right now. Like, because and if you want to go like really serious, because the challenge rating has to be lower, right?
Well, it
Would
has
have
to
to be his
be
challenge rating.
equal. So I
Equal or
could
low?
polymorph into a CR11 beast, which the highest it goes is 10. So
Oh, okay.
at least
mind, never
presently.
No, that's cool. Fuck yeah, dude. Asalia gives you a good game.
GG, like Facebook style, types GG,
GG.
clicks the pink letters, and 2 fist bumps come out.
Akeem casts minor illusion and puts GG easy in the air.
all right. So what are you guys doing? You've got the door open now. You have the key from this level. What's your next step?
I just turn to Asalia and say, I was fully prepared to sacrifice my own arm. I'm very glad that that worked. With the chuckle and everything.
That would have been extremely unfortunate and fascinating.
Indeed.
We would keep it. I'll eventually be able to reattach it.
By then, I would have learned to live without it. It would have been a non-issue. Assuming I'm still alive.
Well, it didn't come to that, so how are we moving forward? We have the key from this floor.
So we have the triangle, the square, the pentagon, and the hexagon. We are missing one. I do believe we are to delve deeper now.
Am I blanking right now? Or Josh, did we see any stairs that actually lead to a lower level, or was it just the in between the gargoyle statue things?
Make a intelligence check.
I just kind of mentioned again to the black crown. We're gonna leave it behind.
I'm certainly not taking it with me.
That was a disadvantage, sorry. 10, 14, whichever one you want.
The only thing you can recall right now is the hole in the ground. that leads downwards. Not sure where it goes. You peered in there a little bit, but
We also saw weird fucking baby things crawl out of there.
Nephtus
Oh yeah, I
mentions
saw you never saw the
the
weird baby things.
just
Nephtus
saw their bodies.
right. Nephtus mentions the. We could attempt to use Wither's stairwell.
I think that's probably a good option, and honestly, as of right now, I'm not too keen on going down in that hole by where the statues were.
Hi, Harvey. 1 second.
I
Can
tend
I
to
see
agree.
everybody?
I cannot see you, Jeremy. I can see everybody else though.
I've reconnected like 14 times. And I'm not getting anybody.
I don't know. I have everybody except you.
Yeah, I have everybody except you. Whoa, it's Jeremy.
Well, I don't know. Mine keeps giving me a log about every time I log in, it tells me that something about an update or some shit.
When you go into your settings, does it still say that you want to broadcast video only to others?
Yep.
Well, maybe you should do the update thing.
I wish I could log out and so I could tell you what it actually says, because it's not like an update. It's like
What'd you say, Josh?
it's like an error message.
Said I was back.
Okay. For some reason, I can't see Josh now. He's like spinning.
I'll read.
Yeah.
All right. So what you guys plan? Are you heading towards Wither's staircase?
I believe that's the best of options.
Yeah.
If nothing, it gives us the potential element of surprise.
I wasn't trying to link that. I'm just updating my prepared spells for the day.
No problem. All right. Well, it's up to you. Start moving around then.
Oh, it says unsupported browser.
I was actually
What
gonna ask
browser
what
are
internet
you
browser-
using?
I'm using Chrome.
Oh, what?
Weird. Did you give the website
I lied
access to your
to you.
webcam?
Yep.
Weird.
Like, it just started this last session, but
Yeah, I mean, we've always been able to see you, so.
that's what I'm saying.
Strange.
And I lied on Chrome. I'm not using Chrome.
Oh, I see a wheel now.
Me too.
Hey, I see everybody.
Hey.
I don't see you yet, but
Oh, everybody.
the whole
everybody went
website
by.
is like refreshing
There
right now. I don't
it
know.
is. Hell yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go. Now we can see your pretty face.
Yay.
Oh, well, Josh, let's not lie to the guy, okay?
I mean, you're one to talk, Dan.
Look, I'm under no illusion.
All right.
Very well. A walking. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30! Ish.
Who's next on the?
Man, I can't decide which cleric spell to not bring with me.
Oh, I would have also taken the time to get Zarak back, by the way.
Where the hell is he?
I have
put
him.
on-
He's here. He's here.
Okay.
He just had skulls on him. Let me go ahead and roll his health.
He is with us.
Hit dice.
Josh, I don't know why I'm getting some weird vibes. Can I make like a?
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean, kind of vibe?
I don't know. I feel like we're about to walk out into a trap.
Oh, wait,
here.
1, 2,
Did
3.
did this
One, two,
did this thing
three,
do anything
4.
earlier?
Wait.
No.
That's where Sir Lizard was in.
Oh yeah.
He was the greatest member of the Yellow Banner Company.
You're included.
Very
Yeah,
good.
Bear's a little bitch in comparison.
I mean, I didn't see Bear get cloud killed, so Sir Lizard's a motherfucker, in my opinion.
Yeah, Bear just got regular killed.
Well, you don't know what happened at Bear. Make a perception check.
For Bear?
No. Baelen said he was worried about walking into a trap, so make a perception
18.
check. 18. You don't hear anything. No movement. Don't see anything. Everything looks clear for the time being. in this
Oh, boy.
area.
I don't like how you said it like that.
I'm wondering if you guys told me what happened when I was in this room here, because you guys had some shit go down I didn't know anything about.
Yes, we were accosted by a bunch of demonic zombie children. As you can see, as I gestured to the bodies littering the hallway.
Yeah, and looking at the bodies, they're like Cholton children ranging in age from 4 to 12, most likely. Their bodies are twisted a little bit. Their fingers have grown very long, but their mouths open up all the way back to their ear. And one of them that's laying on the ground with its mouth open, head cut off, is just rows, like 3 rows of serrated teeth inside of its mouth.
We shall name them Smileys.
Or Acer X children, but either one, it's your call.
I mean, they didn't announce themselves as Acer X children.
Right. Do we recall exactly where Withers' staircase is?
Yeah, do we technically have to go up another level, or were we able to...
Acer, well... Baelen couldn't
access
recall,
over
but
here?
you guys have all been there. If you want to do an intelligence check, you're looking for a 15.
Wait, did you say Baelen couldn't recall?
Yeah, you tried to ask if you had seen another way down, and you rolled a 14.
16.
16.
That meant
yeah,
more
so-
from this level, but yeah.
Yeah, so you recall that the staircase was down the passageway to the east, the one that had the artists with their eyes sewn shut and their mouths sewn shut.
Oh, I thought
That
you
was-
said Weast.
West. And there was the
I forgot about that. It
staircase
was
in
over
there
here.
that also descended. That staircase descended downwards and
Right.
upwards.
Yeah, it's just been a while, so I'm kind of
remember.
like... Certain parts of it are kind of like running together. I'm not sure what is on this floor and what isn't.
You're good.
I'm just following about 5 to 10 feet behind Baelen.
I'd like to look in the hole.
Okay. Make a
that's-
perception check.
You got grabbed by a tentacle.
Hot.
Not that kind of tentacle.
Fuck.
Tentacle porn.
Okay.
Does a 26 detect anything?
So
Absolutely
looking down
not.
the hole. 1 second.
Can I get a...
I do that. I do that little thing where I like pat him on the back and try to scare him down the hole.
I'm just gonna grab you with me and then turn into a flying creature.
And then not grab you after that.
Just want to see how deep the hole is.
That's what he said.
Oh,
Gotta pee real quick.
nobody's,
Okay. Not
nobody's
that far.
ever known.
All right, so peering down into it, immediately you're just hit with this awful putrid stench of just rot and decay. It smells horrendous. And looking down, you see a garden full of sickly plants and rotting compost. 1 second. And that's pretty much all you're able to see, because you're only seeing about that much. You're seeing a 10-foot square. So it's just rot of compost and plants at the bottom of this hole. It goes about 20 feet to the floor. So if you
said it was
jumped down, it would only be... Sorry, it would be... The hole itself is 15, and then probably about 25 feet from where you're standing to the floor.
And you said it was compost and like plants?
Thickly looking plants and compost, if Ocelia is sharing that information out loud.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I said, well, after you, buddy. And then I asked him, I said, are you interested in these plants down here? Because other than that, it doesn't seem anything fancy.
I jumped down.
Okay.
I tell everybody that this seems like my kind of location to investigate. I'm going to check down in this hole. There seems to be a lot of rotted plants down here.
I could have picked one with my mage hand as you're like jumping down.
Dude, it's sunny with some like mild cloud coverage and just huge thunder outside. That was weird.
1 second. Okay.
Is there a soft spot to kind of jump down to?
I mean, it does. It's kind of hard to tell. It's not like deep compost or anything, from what you could tell. The ground is covered. You see through it a little bit. It does look like there's some stone at the bottom. Look, this is over some kind of stone floor.
Okay, back.
If he jumped, I'm gonna go ahead and cast light down in the hole.
Okay, well, make sure you move your token over there. Where are you? I don't.
I'm
see
right
you.
next to him.
Oh, sorry. I had something on the GM layer there that was over you.
I obviously if Asalia said that, I would kind of call out and tell Baelen, hang on, let's provide some backup.
So you jumping in, Osalia?
Yeah, I'd like to jump down stealthily, if that at all is possible. I'm not trying to like superhero land or anything.
Make an acrobatics check.
Okay. Okay. Solid.
Right,
Pretty solid.
Second. God, what the hell? I didn't even tell it to do anything. I have so many little windows open.
We do not care.
I just throwing us bones left and right, apparently.
What did I do? What just came up? Yep, exactly. That's fucking the best. Okay.
Yay!
Everybody pretend you didn't see that.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
Everyone pretend you didn't expect that before I jumped in the hole.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I didn't necessarily expect that exact thing to happen, per se, but...
Something bad was gonna happen.
What are you
Something was
talking
slowing
about?
down.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happens. in this.
Everything in this place is eventful. If we try to avoid events, we just might as well stop playing.
Who am I missing? Where's Balen's token?
Right here.
No, I'm talking about. I tried to copy all the tokens.
I feel like the more we try to prevent is the more dangerous the enemies are.
Right. The slower we tiptoe, the easier
Yeah.
they can catch us.
We've been playing Brawly. We need to play Dive.
Okay. We're gonna move it. Only one with vision right now is gonna be Osalia.
Oh God.
Osalia, you fall into, or you jump down into the chamber, doing a decent job with a pretty good landing. But when you get down there now, you look around, and this room smells horrendous. The walls are covered with riveted sheets of iron. You have this. It's a wild-looking garden of just sickly plants, rotting compost that take up the vast majority of the room.
That's not on me.
There's a narrow path to your southwest and pretty much to the west that lead into other small hallways. Jutting from the middle of the garden is a 6-foot-tall, rusty iron sprinkler. As you look around, written in blood along the wall here to your northeast, it says "Gears of Hate." And as you're taking in your surroundings, the piles of compost around you start to stand up, forming these grotesque like creations of rotting flesh and plant, like a combination of the two. 3 of them emerge from the floor, and everyone roll initiative.
Oh, I hope I get a high number.
Not bad.
Book.
Look at Akeem.
Yay.
Wait, don't you? Oh no, you got rid of that other spirit, right?
Yeah. It would be a lot higher.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Hey!
Hey. Well,
Okay, top of
Shit.
the order is Team. Then we have
oops.
Baelen. Then we have Nephtus. Then we have Zalia.
That 4 was for
Yeah.
Zarak.
Yeah. Okay, top of the order. You would just hear Osalia if she was sending any kind of message at all about some things are coming from the ground. I'm assuming she would be communicating that.
I mean, it's not my turn. It depends where you put the initiative start.
I would say their initiative start is Akeem. Akeem, go ahead and make actually for me a perception check, because you're standing right on the side of the hole.
Oh god.
Perception, okay. Yeah, so Akeem, looking down, you do see, you're not quite able to make out what it is, but you see two forms of these large, lumbering type creatures coming up from the ground around Osalia. Can't really make out what they are, especially because they're green and the floor is green. But you see that happening. And you can see she has a really intense focused look on her face now.
Well, I just tell, Nephtus and Baelen, I'm like, I can't make out what it is, but something's moving and it doesn't look good.
You doing anything else?
I am going to cast Mage Armor
Okay.
and jump down the fucking hole.
All right. So you jump down the hole, make an acrobatics check.
An acrobatics check. Okay.
Nice. So you don't fall prone. You stick your landing, almost like 3 points. Stand up, and now you get a good view of what's going on in here. And you now see an additional creature to the west. You've used your action. You have movement and a bonus.
Okay, let's see here. Action, bonus action. Let's go ahead and move the 30 feet away. Or as far as I can, at least. 15, 20, 25.
Okay. As you pull back, the one large, compost creature swings at you. That's a 16 to hit.
Ah, that hits. I had a 16.
All right. You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as it whacks you on your side. Oh, shit. Okay. And then you move away. And that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. So, Baelen, you hear Akeem let you know that there's things down in the hole, and then you watch him jump in. What are you doing?
I guess I'm going
Sorry,
in.
I didn't mean Nephthys. I meant Baelen.
Oh yeah, I thought you said Baelen. I don't know if I'm supposed to be, by the way, but I'm on a really weird page. It's mostly black.
Yeah, pretty much. Your token's not on this page right now, so.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna go in after him. I'm gonna use it was 10 feet in diameter, right?
Yes.
How far down does it seem like it is?
25 feet.
Yeah, it's about 25 feet.
I'm gonna manta glide down, kind of help stabilize
So you're
myself.
just trying to do a light kind of circular glide on the way down. You land down. I'd say you could land on.
Once I once I kind of get
or
down
this
into
spot.
once I get down, so I'm kind of imagining like a chimney, and then the chimney opens up.
Yeah,
into
no,
the
you
room,
could
correct?
glide. I would say a little bit farther away.
How far is the roof in here?
You get about 10 feet.
Would if I moved over to like 5'10", would I take any
I'd say you're good. Like you could come out of the chimney on this side and then glide to there. without triggering an attack opportunity.
I'm actually going to glide to the 10 feet right here, and I'm going to light up the Sunblade and take a hit at him.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. So as you like land, you pull the Sunblade quickly off of your waist and ignite it, and then swing towards him.
27 to hit for 37 damage, radiant damage.
Damn, nice.
1 second. 37. So you land and cut up into its chest, and as you cut it open, it's just like this waft of terrible smelling, rot hits your face as you cut it open. As it pulls back in your direction. Anything else?
How much movement would you say I have left? I have 30 feet normally. 20 feet? I'm using fancy footwork to disengage from this guy. 5, 10, and I'm going to stand next to Keem here.
Okay, that brings us to... So as you're moving back, Nephtus, you just watched Baelen jump in. What are you doing?
I guess we're doing it.
All right. So you run up to the hole. It takes most of your movement to get there.
I was actually standing right next to it.
Oh, okay, perfect.
You
Then
were
you
standing
jump
right
straight
next
in. Are you jumping?
Actually, do I have sight, at all on, this guy?
Jumping in, you know there's something there, but I wouldn't say you have any sight on it. You see little bits of, maybe occasionally, a small part of its arm or something, but nothing that you could really attack.
What if I fly, 5 or 10 feet down? Because remember, I have Spell Sniper.
Yeah, I'd say you'd have to probably leave the chimney, because, it's just a straight wall down. I don't think it's going to open up too much of it. I would say right towards the base, make a perception check, and maybe you can see its feet.
Okay. Probably not.
Yeah, no, it's if it was just a person, but it's literally just the same kind of stuff that the ground was made of. You're not able to decipher where the ground is and where it is.
Okay, so I'm just gonna fly down to the base of the chimney, which should be about my 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
So not all the way down, but still up.
Yep.
Better look my sex tape.
And I'm gonna bonus action.
That was good.
Hex this guy.
Which one? Okay.
For strength.
All right.
And then I'm going to Yeetus Maximus.
All right, go for it.
A 26, a 26, and a 23.
Nice.
Yeah, all hits.
So we got 6, 36, 52 points of damage.
Damn.
36 of which are force, and then 16 are necrotic.
Yeah, 1 second, doing all the damage here.
Everybody's coming with the big rolls today, unlike last time we played.
Don't fucking drink us.
Yo, I rolled a 10 on 2 of those. Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, that's badass.
Yeah, bro.
All right, so as you've come down the chimney, you see quite a few of these creatures standing around the party now. You extend your wings just below the ceiling. Hold out your hand as 3 separate beams of energy, this green cackling energy, release. Each one smashes into the creature as it is blown back a bit. And then its form, you take out massive chunks. It took the damage, but the form is just pulls itself back together where it was. Not that it's healing or anything, but it's
Right.
form does itself to just
It's
pull
got
itself back
a
in.
amorphous form, basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like shooting holes out of a floating bit of water.
Yeah, like it's removing it. Like you're removing the matter, and then it's just kind of just filling back in.
Cool.
Anything else?
No, I think that's a pretty good go.
All right. So Osalia, you see these 3 creatures come up from the ground. Your entire party jumps in the hole to have your back. Everyone's shooting spells, attacking with the Sunblade. What are you doing?
From a like a.
So I
from
look
an
around.
Sorry, you got it.
Oh, sorry. I look around at all of my action-packed companions and their one-trick pony tactics. And I cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay. Any creatures? What's wrong, Harvey?
And I just tell, I'm not trying to stop anybody, but I just say, I would have been completely safe. But have at thee.
Wow.
And I would like to investigate the room. I'm kind of looking around here. What are these little dots you got drawn?
Those are the coin markers from the statue pedestals that got copied down.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. The iron sprinkler right here in front of me. I'd like to just use my action to investigate it after sanctuarying myself.
Okay.
My DC is 18, not 17. I don't know why I didn't transfer over.
No problem. Yeah, make an investigation check. If you're just looking specifically at that sprinkler.
Yes.
You stabbed me with a toothpick.
Oh man, only on 11.
Haircut's looking good, Harv.
Looking clean, Harv.
Can I do it again?
Okay, so looking at the sprinkler, you do get a little bit. You do notice that the sprinkler is wet with a really murky water. And looking around the base of the sprinkler in the room, you do notice that this room is really moist and it's covered in this murky water also.
So this thing's probably been on recently.
Yes.
And the floor is, you said it's like rotted compost, or is it like a healthier kind of moss? Like,
No.
Is there any kind of healthiness to this room?
It's
At all?
all sickly looking. Like there's something. I mean, definitely being a druid, there's something unnatural about the. It is kind of like a moss that's growing in here. It just looks unhealthy, but at the same time, it looks like it's growing regardless.
I see.
Want to get down? I can't take the
I'm
dice with you.
going to walk over here just to investigate. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna walk to here just to kind of investigate that area.
Second.
It can try an attack of opportunity. It needs to make a DC 18 Wisdom save to try and hit my AC.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
So, I mean, it's a costly reaction.
Yeah, that's a 12.
Okay, so it just doesn't try to attack at all.
Yeah, it goes to and it pulls back for a second and just never makes the swing.
It actually says it chooses a new target or loses the attack. So does that mean it loses the reaction?
Yeah, that was its reaction.
Ugh, poor thing. Okay.
Oh wait, no, actually it wouldn't have because it already used its reaction to attack Akeem.
True.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Yeah, I just walk away from it, expecting it to not attack me, and it didn't. I noticed like some boats and shit over here. Is this open? Like, can I see through here?
Okay, so as you approach, you can notice that there's a small gap between where this doorway is and where the hallway continues. 1 second. Yeah, and where the hallway continues. So you could see the hallway here turns a bit to the south and ends. But as you're looking through the gap in the hallway, which is about 3 feet wide, you look down and you see you're above, about 15 feet above, some underground lake. You do see two boats tied up there with a small 5x10 dock. That's wood at the end, and then stone steps leading up to a doorway.
Is that like a tower, or what is that door?
It's a circular tower that ascends into the ceiling of the cavern.
Fucking wild.
Looking down and around, you do notice that the room that you guys are standing in is attached to massive gears that are at the bottom of it.
I see that, okay.
So you get the sense that this entire room could rotate.
Oh boy. I relay that out loud, as if the shambling mound is not literally right behind me.
Yeah.
And I even say, Nephtus, underground lake, send any chills down your spine?
I use my reaction to cry.
Crying is a free action, sir.
Oh, you're right. That's a free action. I'll actually use my reaction to say, yes.
I'm done. Investigation and bonus action and looking around, talking.
So, as Alsalia's moving around, Zarak's turn.
Cool. Zarak is going to fly down, since he was on my shoulder.
Yeah.
And kind of come over here and take a look around.
Make a perception check for Zarak. Alright, is Zarak able to communicate with you telepathically here?
Yes.
Okay, so what Zarak sends back to you as it's quickly looking around is there's an acidic stench in this chamber. The chamber is also the shape of a pentagon and has an additional exit to it to the west. The walls, this pentagonal chamber is also covered with riveted sheets of iron. And the stone floor is filled with a gray slime in the middle of it.
Okay.
There are depictions of black dragons along the walls, and the floor and walls are pockmarked.
Okay. I guess we'll address that on my turn.
All right. Anything else for Zarak?
No, that's gonna be it for now. That should be about the maximum of his movement, unless I use the dash action, but I already perceived, so.
Yeah. Okay, this moves here. This mound moves over underneath Nephtus and is going to try to make attack at him, and that one's going to go after Osalia. So the one to the south, evens, Akeem, odds, Baelen, even Akeem, is going to make 2 slam attacks against Akeem.
Who should still have his mage armor up, I believe.
He does. That's a natural 20 and a 7. Or, sorry, a 9.
Yeah, just a 20.
So, one of them, its first swing misses wide. The second one, though, as you ducked underneath it, your momentum from ducking, it catches you firm underneath the chin. You take
1,000 points of damage.
I didn't roll that well. 15 points of bludgeoning damage as it whacks you under the chin. That's the end of its turn. The one underneath you, Nephtus, is going to make 2 attacks towards your legs. That's going to be a 26 and a 25.
Yeah, no, that's gonna miss.
Yeah. I rolled a 19 and an 18 on the dice for that one. The first attack does... Wow. 16 points of bludgeoning damage. The second attack does... 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
So
And
31 total?
Correct. And as both of the attacks hit you, it is now grappled onto you. If it hits with both slam attacks, you are grappled. It is now grabbed
I lost
onto your
concentration.
Okay.
Shit.
And as it's hit your feet, you notice your feet are just kind of like meld into its arms now, and you feel yourself being pulled into it.
Cool.
All right. The one to the south now is going to make 2 attacks against Ocelia, assuming it does its...
DC 18 wisdom.
Yeah.
I was earlier, Osalia, when you were about to go, I was going to say how funny it was from a mechanics perspective that you were the first one down here and we came to help you and you were the last one to go. But then it made sense because you were so nonchalant about the whole thing.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna jump down here and sanctuary myself, and all of you could have stayed out because they would have an extremely difficult time even bringing the willpower to hit me.
Yeah, and this one is unable. So I'm trying to figure out how this works. It said on a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack. Does that mean they get to move?
Does it want to hit the other one?
What does it get to move before it attacks?
No.
Right, that's what I'm trying to say. I think it just lose the attack. It tries to
Yeah.
find the will and it doesn't. It's not going to try to hit the other one. It says must choose a new target or
It
lose
gets
the
to
attack.
choose.
Yeah,
so
no, it's not
like
going to
forced.
attack the other one, but it's not
Yeah.
going to attack. So it's strange because there's no like facial expressions on these things, but you just hear it going like this low guttural growl of confusion.
It just feels really badass as like a cleric of nature to just like these things can't hit me because they just don't want to.
And that's the end of the Shambling Mound's turn. So as that one can't find the will to do it, Akeem, you just got whacked in the chin. As you're like, you see stars for a second and you pull your focus back in on the threat in front of you. What are you doing?
All right, I'm going to use my bonus action to Misty Step.
Okay.
Here we go, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30 here.
Nice.
And then we're going to do cast... let's cast Chromatic Orb on this guy.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack. What kind of
Fire damage.
fire? Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yeah, also level 2. So it would have been a 28 to hit.
Yep.
And then that'll be a 13 fire damage, but we're also going to do Twin Spell to this guy.
Hell yeah.
Hold on. Sorry, I just lost my sheet again.
Out of curiosity, where'd you get 13? Because I see a 12 and a 5.
And a 1, but since I'm
Yeah.
fire with my elemental add up, it automatically changes all spells from 1s to 2s.
Gotcha.
So a 26,
Yep.
and that's a 16, so it would be 13 to the first guy and 16 to the second guy.
Nice. Okay, so the Shambling Mound is lumbering over you. You pull yourself back together, and there's a cloud of smoke, and you appear behind it. And as that happens, you hold your hand into the air as an orb shows up. And as you throw your hand out towards it, a second one splinters from it, and both strike the Shambling Mounds from behind, burning a hole in their backs.
For the record, you're supposed to add the 2 numbers together. So the 5 is from the main level cast, and then the 12 comes from you upcasting it. That's your additional damage. So that would be a 18 and a 16, 18. So two 18s.
Okay, sorry.
Or the second one, 17 or 18?
The 5. Oh, I see what you're saying. So the 5 is for the upcast level.
No,
and then
the 12 is for the upcast.
No, because it only rolled a 3d8. That's what it is. So the 5 would be the upcast.
Oh,
of
yeah,
1d8.
no, yeah, you're right, sorry.
All right.
So that would be,
Sorry,
18 and then 16, 17. So
Yep, no,
got it.
that's what I put in.
Okay.
So yeah, both orbs hit it in the back. Anything else?
Bonus. I used another second level. 1, 2. Nope, I'm gonna end it right there.
All right.
I'm gonna go mark off my twine spell or my.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So as you
Yeah,
both
man.
of those orbs are released, Baelen, as it flinches around, you see an opportunity. What are you doing?
Was Nephtus like completely swallowed? What happened
Right.
to him?
No, you just looking over there. You see this creature's like the arms that have like come from this, from its body are just like his feet are literally sinking into them as it's pulling him down into it. Now I would say it's probably like halfway up. Both of his shins are being pulled into his body, down into it.
Okay, for now, I'm just going to hit the one next to me. 16 to hit. Does that hit?
I want to say yes. Yep, hits.
That is 33 radiant damage.
So Sunblade comes straight across, and as you cut it open, just more rotting, horrendous smells hit you in your face. As its form struggles to pull itself back together, but does. Anything else?
Fuck it, I'll stay here. I'm good.
All right. So as you're cutting its chest open, Nephthys, you're being pulled down into its feet.
Sorry, I had a phone call.
Oh, you're good, man. It is your turn. So you're currently grappled. Your feet are and you feel it pulling you into its form, like it's going to engulf you.
Okay, that's cool. Considering my options here real quick.
Yep. Oh, I should have read. That's my fault.
And one charge and shoot a black beam of... Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. DC 18 con save. Ooh. That is a big ol' fail. Unless it has a plus 15 modifier.
Right. It takes 48 necrotic damage.
Trying to figure out what you used at first. Nice. Target survived.
Okay, yeah, so as you're trying to figure out what to do, you point the wand that you had found in the tomb of the beholder, and you point it down, focus, and activate it, and as a beam of necrotic energy releases from it and shoots straight down into it, taking a major chunk from it. As the form struggles to pull itself back together there.
Cool. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use a bonus action to heal myself.
All right.
I am down 15 hit points. I'm gonna regain 8.
All right. And
As I look at it in vile
up,
disgust.
yeah, and just trying to keep your feet from it. Keep yourself from being pulled into it. That brings us to Osalia.
And I gotta pee again, Jesus.
Open up the hatch.
Sorry, I missed Nephtus's turn. He touched it with the rod, and then what happened?
And then he healed himself.
How did it take the rod?
It took 48
yes.
points of damage.
Golly.
Yeah, 48's massive.
So which one? Oh, though I guess the
The one that's
grappled.
grappled him right now.
And these
my
motherfuckers
turn?
have a lot of health.
They do. Yes, it is your turn.
I turn, hearing the shrieks of panic as Nephtus's head is engulfed into rotted plant
He hasn't
foliage.
been engulfed yet. I did that. I did the action wrong, so we're just playing with it. He has not been engulfed at this time.
He's like, chub.
But he's being pulled down. He is gonna be engulfed at the start of the turn.
Alright. I turn and I blight it.
All right.
DC 18
Okay. One second.
con save. It makes a saving throw at disadvantage, and it automatically takes 64 points of damage, not 30.
Why
Yeah,
64?
so let's see. Because it's a plant-based creature and he's blighting it.
So
So
if the target is a plant creature, it makes a saving throw with disadvantage, and the spell deals max damage to it.
I rolled 2 3s for the saving throw.
Okay, yeah, it takes 64 necrotic damage.
Jesus. As you hold out your hand and this necrotic wave of energy just envelops around it, you watch as the pale green that it already is just ground all over it. You hear like this low guttural, like almost like if they could scream in pain, it would be. And it is chunks are falling off of it now that are just dead. It smells horrific. And it is barely holding on.
Ow, I'm surprised it's alive.
They have a lot of health.
I commend this thing.
I already hit it for like 30 something damage.
After that kind
It
of
is
hit,
so
I
close to
definitely
being dead.
commend it. I'm surprised actually. I actually walk over to Nephtus.
All right, that one gonna attempt to swing at you.
Okay, it can.
Wisdom fail, 13.
Okay, it doesn't.
It's nothing.
And
Wait,
it was
doesn't that thing,
reaction.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Walking
that thing
around.
like end if you like attack something? Sanctuary?
Oh, it might actually. Let me see. Because you might be right. Yeah, if I cast a spell that affects.
Yep,
so
thank
the
you.
spell- and so that 13 was its actual to hit. So it probably hits with all its modifiers.
Yeah, that would. Well, I'm gonna re-roll it because that was first save. So just gonna re-roll for the
Okay.
attack here. Which is I really like 3s. So it swings and misses. I'm assuming because that's only a 10.
Yeah. So yeah, I did break the sanctuary. Tried to kill that thing. I'm surprised it didn't die.
It's so
And-
yeah.
I'm just gonna walk over here. I don't have a bonus action that isn't a spell slot, so I don't know. I would like to offer my hand to Nephtus, but I can't help action as a bonus action because I'm not a
Yeah.
mastermind rogue. And I'm
So
done.
you're there, like waiting to, trying to figure out what you're gonna do in the next second or two. Zarak, what's Zarak doing as this is going on?
Zarak is, he's actually gonna come over here and use the help action on me.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see how we can help you in a minute. Then, what's it trying to help you do?
Just trying to help me, get out of this, I guess. I don't know, maybe he's over here instead, kind of like accosting the creature.
Does it have eyes?
To kind
Not
of
really.
maybe try to draw its attention to aid me
Okay.
in finding a weakness.
Absolutely. All right. We'll see what happens. The one down here now is going to make 2 attacks against you, Baelen, as you're the only one right in front of it.
Hey,
That
that's
is
not actually
Fucking
true.
terrible, dude. 12 and 13.
Uh-huh.
So you're able to just agilely dodge out of the both ways as it's trying to slam towards you. The one that has Nephtus does use the engulf action. It automatically should have done that on the last turn if it hits with both attacks. Medium or smaller, the target is grappled and the shambling mound uses its engulf on it. So that should have happened last turn. I just didn't fully read it.
Okay.
But you are engulfed now. So it pulls you into it completely. You're blinded, restrained, and as you're pulled in, you take that last breath before it completely pulls you in, and there is no air for you to breathe either now. So you're just holding your breath as you're pulled into it.
Okay.
And then since this should have been on the last turn, you will need to make a Constitution saving throw.
For what? Out of curiosity?
Sort of like kind of to resist being almost digested, sort of.
Oh, okay.
That makes
16.
sense.
16 success, so you don't take any damage from it there. It is going to use its action. It should have had its action after that last one, but I was just
Yeah,
see
go
if it
ahead,
died
go
before
ahead.
then. It's going to use now its action to make 2 attacks against Osalia. A natural 20 and a 1.
Well, don't need
So
to know the
as it
AC for that.
Yeah, as it hits with the natural 20, that is... Oh, that fell off. Not great rolls, not terrible. 11, 12, 14 plus 18 points of bludgeoning damage from the big swing, but it throws itself off of balance when it does that and swings completely wide. Let's do this. And as it does, it actually strikes the other shambling mound with that natural 1, dealing 15 points of bludgeoning damage to it. As it kind of just looks back at the other one. That's the end of their turn. Or that one's turn. This one now moves around to here, because these aren't like super intelligent creatures at all. And just sees the next closest thing. Let's see, it's either going to be Osalia or Baelen. Even Baelen. Makes 2 slam attacks against Baelen. A natural 20 and a 16.
16 misses.
My 3rd natural 20 this fight.
I know, right?
7,
Dodge that
12, 16, 20 points of bludgeoning damage from the slam. And
How much
as
can he
it
dodge on
whacks you, you kind of use that inertia to pull yourself to the side and dodge the second attack. But that is the end of their turn. So as all they're just wailing towards Osalia and Baelen, Akeem, you see your allies getting attacked. What are you doing?
Sorry, I was trying to feed my
You're
daughter. Oh. Let's go ahead and cast.
Fireball. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, fireball. Everybody dies. I walk away. Emulation.
Yeah.
On this target right here. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Okay, let's do the deck save. Which one?
On the one right in front of
Okay.
Baelen. Or I guess there's two of them in front of
Deck
Baelen.
save. Here we go. Deck save. That's 9. The target might deck save mode takes 86 fire damage on a failed save. Has it on a failed save, the target also burns for the spell's duration. Burning target. Okay, so a fire just lights up on the back as you smell rotting, smelling like a burning compost.
Hold
21
on.
points of damage.
Hold on. No, that'll be. Let's see. That would actually be 22, but I'm gonna reroll up to 5 dice with empowered spell.
All right, so just tell me the total.
Get out of here. What is this? Sweet. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 32 plus 12, so 44.
44. So as the flames shoot from your hands and that you're literally burning this creature as is moaning almost in pain, it just becomes fully engulfed in the flames as it shrieks around, thrashing, falls in a pile of compost on the ground as it just continues to burn cinders in front of Baelen, but it is dead.
Cool. Let's see. Don't think I have much after that. That was one of those. Yeah, I'm just going to take my action or my movement and move 10. Oh, where was I? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to here.
Hey,
And
question
that's
about
one.
immolation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Since the flames can't be extinguished by non-magical means and it's a concentration spell, is he setting the room on fire?
I would say it's not spreading at an alarming rate at the moment.
And is it based on his concentration, since it's magic fire?
Yes, if he's
I
not
would assume
concentrating,
the
flames would
concentration,
drop.
I would end the concentration after seeing the target die.
Okay, that's fair. So it
So,
falls down, and as you see it die, you break your concentration on it, and the flames go out as just rotting smoke comes off of it.
and I'm gonna.
It's like that Naruto move with the black fire.
Oh
When I was really thinking about that though, because I was like, I mean, Amaterasu kind of just stops once like that thing burns up.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for me.
Okay, so Baelen, the one in front of you, falls down, burning. You see Akeem moving to the side. What are you doing?
I'm gonna pivot to get a little bit better of a look at this one now, and I'm gonna hit it with some Sunblade action.
For it.
14.
14
Wow.
misses as you swing. The floor is much slicker, especially with all that moss. You're just standing in a really mossy point, and you lose your footing and just swing wide. Catch your hand on the wall to make sure you don't fall, and push yourself back up. But your swing just barely misses it.
That all jacked up.
I'm gonna move up to here.
All right, fancy footwork, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. As you're moving back, Nephtus, you are. It's your turn. You are restrained, grappled, all that good stuff. Where did it go?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're blinded, restrained. You're blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe at the moment as you're just holding your breath. What are you doing? Oh, yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and, Toll the Dead.
All right. This is a wisdom save.
Sure, yeah.
Fail.
Alright, and since I'm 11th level, that's gonna be 3d12. Or
It's dead.
15 points of necrotic damage.
So Akeem, Baelen, Osalio, you hear a bell toll from the inside of the creature, and as that's happening, the rest of it that is not been rotted from the blight rots away as well, and it literally just chunks fall off of it, and as the chunks fall onto the ground, Nephtus just lands feet on the floor, standing up as the plant is just falling off of him.
Wings kind of like...
You just see Akeem go, holy shit.
Wings kind of like erratically flopping out to like shake off the grossness.
Yeah, you smell fucking terrible now, though.
I'm fucking brushing off my shoulder.
Fucking like it.
No,
Anything
everybody's
else?
completely scared of you if they weren't already.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that'll be it.
All right. Osalia.
Also, he's like, what's going on? I'm just looking for shit.
Yeah.
That last one got fucked by blight, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 48 points? God damn.
No, that was 64.
Oh, so that's right.
I cast Detect Poison and Disease on the room. I'm still investigating.
I love you, Asolia.
Location for poison.
It's
That
like,
is safe. No, I'm fine now.
she's just like, hey guys, you got this? Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Not the
So,
scene,
as
save
you're
me.
detecting that, everything in the room, you get the sense if you ate it, would be super fucking poisonous. Especially the plants in here. Beyond the shambling mounds, which are not inherently poisonous, but if it was ingested, would be poisonous. You're not getting anything else from that. But everything in here is diseased and poisonous. If you spent time in here, actually, what's the range on this? 30 feet. You are detecting in the room still a separate poison. That is as you look around, there's like an aerosol type of poison that has settled on the floor.
Oh my. Can I use my alchemy tools, or I'm sorry, my herbalism kit? Sorry, I don't know why I clicked it. Can I use my herbalism kit to try and like get a sample of it, and maybe try to do some sort of investigation of the poison on the floor? Like,
Say, like-
are we picking it up as we move around, or?
I would say it's like you could, as like a free interaction, you could like scoop some of the shit up off the ground, but you know, it'd probably be take
Quite
you
literally.
probably take you more than 6 seconds to really figure out what you're dealing with.
I'll take the time necessary. Yeah.
Okay. Dirac.
Picks his eye out, or what he thinks is an eye.
Zarak is gonna... Sit on my shoulder.
All right, Zarak flies over to your shoulder. Anything else for
And
Zarak?
menacingly stare down the shambling mound. As
Alright.
he's an extension of me.
The way you said that was just so funny. It was so aggressive, kind of. He's gonna sit on my shoulder.
All right.
That's
it. The shambling mound here moves to there.
I swear to
see.
fucking God, I will beat the fuck out of it. I will literally polymorph into a T-Rex if this motherfucker attacks Zarak.
It's not going after Zarak, but it is going to go after you or Osalia. Nephtus on an even. It's a 2. Every time I say the person with an even, it's up.
Dude, why didn't you add Zarak into the mix? What the fuck?
So
As
it's
you
going to make
just
2
got
slam
hit.
attacks
Whole
against
numbers are Zarak.
Nephthys. Yeah, whole numbers, exactly. It's going to make 2 slam attacks against Nephthys.
You can certainly try.
That's a 14
Hits?
and a 16 on the dice.
Hits.
Okay. From the 2 slam attacks, the first one you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as they're still just swinging at your legs. The second one, or actually no, you were on the ground now, sorry, so it just moves over to you and is swinging at you. The second one you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage. You're grappled, and then it engulfs you.
I'm getting real fucking tired of this motherfucker.
As your wise watches, this one just moves over to Nephthys, swings twice at him, and then just pulls him into it, and he just disappears in its body.
Also, I'm thinking this motherfucker's just gonna pop out of here again, and I'm like,
That's the end of its turn. That brings us to Akeem. Now, you just watched Nephthys get pulled into this one. What are you doing?
well, shit. Because I'm not real sure what it does if I damage it to.
okay.
Are we
I've been
taking
fucking
that?
this up. Hold
We're
on.
taking that break right now, or
Once this one dies, we're going to take the break.
Sorry, my bad.
As soon as this
Just
combat's
'cause I'm
over.
gonna do the
Hold on one
least-
sec. I messed that up. Okay. So it attacks you, grapples you. Make a athletics or acrobatics check.
well, that's a no-brainer. 19.
So you break from the grapple before it engulfs you. So that's the way it should work. If it hits you with
Okay.
both, attacks, you can try to escape the grapple. If you fail the grapple, it engulfs you.
Okay.
All right.
So you
The
saved yourself.
Basically.
Okay, I'm just making because I was like kind of feared that if I damaged it with you inside, that it would do damage to you. That's why. I was afraid
Fuck
of.
it.
Just don't go
Who
deep into
gives a
like
shit,
6
right?
inches.
Okay, then firebolt, bitches.
Yeah, 29, 9 hit.
No,
29
I
definitely hit.
got a 10.
It's
10.
actually
Alright.
it's actually 3d10 because you're level
Yeah.
11.
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
what did you roll to do 9 damage?
That was
Oh.
fucking Adamir
So
back
one,
in
one,
the
Well,
day.
it
one,
did roll-
You rolled
okay,
a 1
hold
and a
on.
3, so roll
Hold
one
on,
more
hold on,
down.
hold on.
How do you say it's a 1 and a 3?
Just hover over the 9.
Bam.
Oh.
So it did 15, 16 points of damage.
All right.
They're D10s.
Yeah.
Oh,
that what-
shit. My bad.
Get it the fuck together.
Even worse.
Oh, man.
I hate
Dumb.
you, Eddie. Okay, so 12, 13 points of damage.
Okay. So as you see Nephthys break free of its grasp, and it recoils from not being held onto him, you throw a firebolt in its side as it burns into the side of it. Anything else?
Can I twin spell the same target?
I don't.
What does twin spell say?
I mean,
Yeah.
link twin spell.
I think you have to, I'm almost 100% sure you have to target a second.
You can
creature
expend
with
a
it.
sorcery point to target a second creature
Yeah.
in range. Okay.
We can hit Nephthys if you want. Or Zarak if you want him to turn into a T-Rex and just eat you.
Oh, I don't know if this is too late, and I'm sorry. I just read this. I can expend 2 sorcery points, and I can change one of my cast spells to a bonus action cast.
You can. It's not too late to do
I
quicken
mean,
spell.
you can still do that.
Okay, can I use Quicken and then cast another Firebolt on the motherfucker?
Sure.
Okay, let me go ahead and erase the 2 points there.
Right? Because
Yep.
that's a cantrip, right? So
Yep.
you're good.
Okay, and then
Make sure you
let's
set
do-
your character level in Roll20 to 11, because it should auto scale. I think your character level is probably still 10.
It is 10. Sorry. Hold on, let me change that real quick. Okay, now let's try it. See what happens. There we go.
16, nice. And then you quickly release one with your left hand, and then you follow through with your right, releasing a second firebolt as that other one strikes it on the other side of the chest, burning that rotting compost form. Looking rough. Not super damaged, but it's looking rough.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of that. End of mine turn.
All right. So as that second firebolt strikes him in the chest, Baelen, you see your chance. What are you doing?
Slinking up behind Osalia, using her as cover, and then I'm jumping out and hitting it with the Sun Blade.
All right, go make an attack.
It's a 26
on
to
that.
hit.
Nice. And for a total of what? Here,
What, 33 radiant damage?
33. Okay. Just making sure I was adding those together. So you quickly jump over the compost of one, dive from the side of where Osalia is, cut it straight up the chest. 30. Nice. Leaving
love
this
this
massive
fucking music.
gaping hole in its gelatinous type of form that struggles to fill it back in. Most of this, how it was holding itself together, is just burnt off and on the floors. It's barely holding itself up. And then you agilely just dodge backwards before it even sees the chance to attack you.
And I'm Gucci.
All right. As Baelen's backing up, Nephtus, you see a chance?
Okay, so I'm gonna, like, having observed Akeem, I'm gonna take a look at Akeem, maintaining eye contact, and shoot a firebolt at the thing.
All right.
For a 26 to hit,
Yeah, that'll do it.
for 24 points of fire damage.
Why is he so much
Dang.
more?
10, 8, 9, because he rolled really well.
I was like, how is he
29.
so much more?
Oh, yeah, and that freaking... As you look back at him and you just hold your right hand out, a massive bolt of fire blows out from your hand and just takes about a 3x3 hole straight through its chest as the mound just collapses in on top of itself. Smoldering.
Go find all the little stickies for this. They're in your room somewhere.
Dead.
Hell yeah.
And for the time being,
Don't
for the
move.
moment, at least in this room, there is no immediate dangers.
Cool,
Did we want to take 15 minutes here?
Yeah.
You said
All right.
15?
Yep.
All right, so we're back at
Be back in
9, 10, let's say.
We're taking a break?
Yeah,
Yep.
15 minutes.
Okay, cool.
All right, y'all, we will be back. Hang tight, grab a drink, smoke them if you got them, all that good shit. We will be back in about 15 minutes, so about no later than 9:10. All right. Love you.
Oh, yeah, and it's just a whole dude. I'll tell you what. Don't read these if you don't want to cry.
Right.
All right, we back, y'all. Fitting to be anyway.
Yeah. Oh, you showed them your spoon. I bet they were super excited about that. Better eat your ice cream. It's already 8. You guys get nothing else tonight. Except for an apple or an orange.
Yeah, or orange. And ice cream.
It's funny, I make them eat better than I do.
Probably a good thing, though.
Yeah. Their snack is either fruit or some sort of vegetable, and then they can have junk for like a meal. So yeah, they usually use like green beans or broccoli or corn, and then their snack is usually like an apple, orange, or cantaloupe or something.
I like broccoli.
I love broccoli, dude.
Daddy. I don't like broccoli. I like
And carrots.
Chinese broccoli.
Actually, James is the only one that likes carrots. Weird.
I like carrots.
Yo, give me one of those fucking veggie platters, dude. Watch me destroy it.
Yeah, that's usually what I get are those little veggie platters, and then like the big square, like has like strawberries, blueberries, cantaloupe, and whatnot. And then I open those, and that's what they get to eat for snacks.
Oh yeah.
As I'm over here snacking on like taquitos and chips, I'm like,
Yeah.
You'll get that choice when you're older.
That's it.
What's that? I made a whole lot of highlighted notes for battles just because of the last time we talked.
Hell yeah.
I was like, look at class features. Look at, you know what I mean? As we fought. Because I keep forgetting that kind of stuff. Because I wouldn't have even thought about changing any of those numbers that were like the ones that should have been 2s.
Right. That shit can make a difference, man.
Or the fact that I had 5 2s and I re-rolled them all and got 32 points.
Right. That was a good reroll. You had a 1 and 4 2s, as I recall.
Yeah, I did.
And that reroll was strong.
Do you like Chinese, Daddy?
Yeah, it helped that I rolled 2 8s.
Hey, you wanna drag him back into the D&D channel from AFK? I don't know if he knows that he went there.
I wonder. Hello? Oh, let me text Alex and let him know we're all back. Yes,
Yeah.
Music going again.
Now I want a fucking veggie platter. Hi,
You guys
Vinny.
just bought a veggie platter.
You're
Hello?
welcome. Eat your ice cream.
Hello.
Well, hello, little guy. You got a haircut like my son.
Like mine?
Or my son has a haircut like yours. Except for James now is telling us he wants a mohawk.
Yeah, let's let him do it, dude.
Yo, you
I'm
think,
trying.
you think I could Instacart a veggie platter?
Try. I'm gonna Instacart a pizza right now.
Well, it just irritated me because like the mom messed up his hair. Like she started shaving it like on the sides, but then I guess he got irritated and she was like, "Okay, I'm done." So now he just has like half of his head is shaved, and I'm like, "Dude,
Oh my god.
I don't have time to take him to a, to get his hair cut." I said until next week. And so now like he just has like this half his head is undershaved, and I'm like, James, come here for a second.
I'm dead ass downloading Instacart.
Look at so here's his fresh head, right?
Yep.
like Like,
Oh
I was like,
boy.
what are you doing, Mom? Like, finish cutting his hair. So now he's halfway through a home. I'm like, dude, you're gonna have a big ass mohawk, son. Look at this.
Because I'm wanting it.
Yo, I like it. Do it.
Well, I'm trying to. I just get next
be
week
like
when I get time, I'm gonna take him to actually get his hair cut. Get out of here.
I need a haircut.
Like the.
You just need to shave your head.
Hey, Dad.
I mean, I thought about it.
My hair like
You're
this.
supposed to have long hair, girl. Chill out.
I was like, I almost want to find out what I'm going to look like in boot camp before I get to boot camp.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I'm not actually like in yet, but
You're trying to though?
yeah, I've been trying for a minute to get into the Navy Air Force as a pilot.
Oh shit! I didn't know, man. Good luck.
Thanks. I took the entrance exam in the Navy once already. It's really hard. I'm gonna have to go back and take it, but I think the second time will be way easier.
Pilot
Word.
part, not the actual ASVAB.
Are you done?
Did I
Then
say
throw
as
it
well?
away.
No, well, you said entrance exam, and that's usually what most
Oh.
people think of.
Well, you okay?
Yeah. So I
Give me
all
1 second. I'm
officers-
actually gonna try to bribe somebody in the house to go get me a veggie platter from the store, and I'll buy their booze.
fucking vegan.
Dude, those veggie platters are pretty good. There's a couple
sure
things
they are.
I won't eat them, but a couple things.
It's a veggie
I feel like
platter, just like tomatoes and shit.
I'll eat it's tomatoes. It's usually like cucumber, celery, broccoli, carrots, and tomatoes or some shit like that.
I feel like all vegetables with me are I love them or I hate them.
Oh, kitty.
It's a pussy.
Whoa.
Pussy. Have you guys know that meme, right? The little kid. He goes,
That cat is just like, I'm in heaven right now.
Yeah, he only weighs 2 pounds, so I just kind of hold him and just stays there.
If I did that right now, my sunburn would hate me forever.
Oh yeah, there's little nails that.
Yeah,
come with every
that's
step.
I took my kid swimming today, and SPF 100 doesn't work on fat apparently. So,
Well, when you start to sizzle a little bit, there ain't nothing you can do.
well, on the fact that we were out there for 3 hours and I only applied once. Hey,
This is my new kitten, Cinnamon.
and I'm on.
oh man, this sneeze got me.
Oh my god! Don't tell me.
So you said there was like toxic gas coming off of these plants?
Like it was on them. It wasn't coming from.
yeah, he
them.
said it's settled on the ground. So maybe
So we literally been
once-
we've been kicking up toxic dust.
That's literally my next investigation check is if our motions are kicking up gas that we're slowly dying from.
I mean, I'm assuming since all the moving we've been doing that it would have already taken effect during the fight.
One of these 2 girlfriends better bring me a goddamn beer.
Is that Dude, Josh, I'm watching a Overwatch League game right now. I was watching. I just realized I've never seen a nano boosted baby diva.
Did you get your veggie trade?
I'm a master propositioner.
Hell yeah. All
So
right,
I'm
let's get
assuming
back
that's
into
a
this.
yes.
All right, guys. So for the moment, it looks like things have calmed down. What are you guys doing?
Taking a long rest. No, I'm just kidding.
I want to investigate the powdered stuff on the ground to see if it's dangerous to us right now.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. Is anyone helping him?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Give me an investigation check from you two then.
Can I use my herbalism, a kit, or alchemy supplies proficiency for this?
Yes. So you'll be looking more at like. Yeah, go ahead and make it. I'll tell you what you can learn from him. Yeah, that's fine. You can do it with that, and then if Diffs will be looking, yeah, do it. Let's see what you guys get. We'll go
So
with that.
investigation.
Yeah, you're just investigating the
Oh, 24.
poison that looks like it's settled on the ground here.
Can I,
27.
Okay.
just for shits and giggles, can I do an Arcana check just to see if there's any magical presence coming from
Sure. Make an Arcana check.
something around here?
I mean,
Ugh.
yeah. So
Not
I mean,
that it
like,
would
it's not
matter.
really like a detect magic, right? So you would kind of usually would be like if you're looking at something specific, trying to see if
Well,
there's like
I
any
was-
runes you
I was-
recognize.
Whatever this thing in the
That's
middle
the
is.
sprinkler.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna ask,
It-
did anybody like more closely inspect that?
Yeah, Osalia did.
So, but between the two of you, looking at. Okay, so between the two of you looking at the poison that has settled down, it looks like it has settled over time, and as you've been moving around, you have kicked it up, but it's not just going up into the air. It looks like whatever this whatever this poison was, has been pulled down to the ground from the sprinkler. So it was just in the air at one point, and then it was when the sprinkler has gone off, it has pulled what was gas just down to foot level and onto the compost and onto the grass, onto the floor. Looking at it with your alchemy supplies, it's a fairly toxic. What did you get? A 27? It's a fairly toxic poison that doesn't have to be inhaled to hurt. Just getting onto any exposed skin would be
He's so handsome.
pretty painful and would immediately kill the average person. You guys are an average, but like a commoner or someone along those lines, they would be dead immediately.
It's a Cinnabon. Get it? Because.
Ah. Just need one more and he can be Princess Leia.
I'd say with your 20, what was it, a 20 investigation?
I rolled a 24. Osalia got a 27.
Yeah, with the 24 on your investigation, because she was more examining like the buildup of the poison, and you were examining like where it was specifically. It is heaviest here,
Where Baelen is currently standing.
where I'm. Am I not? Sorry, I'm not on the right thing. Hey, you're here.
Ah. I will absolutely point that out. Specifically to Osalia.
Josh, question.
Yep.
Has the warning for each of the 4 levels so far always been at the staircase that leads down?
Yes.
Oh, and at this point I'll also tell the party about the, what Zarak saw over here.
Which, to refresh, was like gas or something like that?
It was like an acrid smell, and like a like greenish jelly. You said
Grayish.
Oh,
Grayish
like
green.
like a grayish greenish like jelly putty type shit on the ground, and then like frescoes of black dragons. Would I know enough about black dragons to make the connection with the acid?
Yeah, I mean, black dragons, well, their breath weapon is acid. That's fairly common knowledge.
Okay.
We're pretty far from the jelly on the ground to examine it and see if it's acidic or not.
Well, right. But, between the acrid scent and the frescoes or murals, whatever, of the black dragons, like a cautious assumption is to be careful because that might be acidic.
Yes.
I kind of think we should start by trying to find the staircase that we would have taken to come down here. Those warnings have come in handy in the past, and maybe we can help us get our bearings. I mean, I know all of us are probably uncomfortable with the water and the gears in this place. It might be helpful to get some information.
I could certainly fly up and tie a rope.
Yeah, I mean, that'd have to be a pretty long rope there, Nephtus.
Well, the hempen rope I have on my ear is 50 feet long. That's a pretty standard length for rope.
I know, I'm
You've
just
all
trying to
come
think.
down. It's only about 25 feet total. The shaft itself is 15 feet, and then from the shaft to the floor is
Oh,
10.
I'm dumb. Alright, I thought you were like trying to leave the rope as like a trail to find like loop it around. I don't know what I was thinking, dude.
No, to affix it to the top of the shaft.
I get that now.
Oh. Good. Is that what we would like to do?
We can climb back up, or we can just head the general direction we think the staircase was. It seems to me this corridor over here is kind of the opposite direction of where we were going for the staircase, so perhaps we can go down over where Akeem is.
Josh, I move over to here while still detecting poisons and diseases.
Yes.
As I see, what the fuck is going on over here?
Give me 1 second.
That's the grayish, greenish jelly with strong acrid odor and frescoes of black dragons.
Make a perception check.
$18.
Yeah, so it's this grayish, like a viscous kind of like gray slime on the floor, if that's specifically what you're looking at. Looking at the room, you're not sure where it came from. With the 18, yeah, you notice. No. Yeah, so that's it. You're not sure.
Can I see that?
Yeah. Looks like it's another hallway, and it's more of that gray slime.
I'll point that out for whatever usefulness that has.
It doesn't seem like there's any source of its origin. It wouldn't naturally just grow there as mossy slime.
You don't see anything that would be its origin.
What if I looked up? What's above us?
Looking in the chamber you're in is just stone ceiling. Looking at 50, looking in this area here, the ceiling is also just flat stone 10 feet in the air. The ceiling's 10 feet tall.
Can I see what my character may know about oozes or something?
You could.
I'm not even sure, but I'm thinking maybe it's some kind of slime creature.
Make an very high challenge or intelligence or arcana. One other person can too.
Guess I'll do it since I'm right here.
25.
18.
25 is what you needed. You're looking at the slime. You don't see anything in there that where it's coming from, and you're just thinking about what could it be coming from, and then it hits you for a second. And you remember that Nephtus had mentioned in a journal he had read a few nights ago that somewhere within the tomb was an aboleth. And you don't have extensive knowledge of aboleths, but some of what you do know is that being very powerful creatures, they can have an effect on the areas around them, this being potentially one of them. And you know to stay out of it.
Okay, cool.
That was still all about the Grey Goo stuff?
Yeah.
The corrupted plants, the gray goo, the underground lake. I do believe we are in the lair of an aboleth.
And as you pointed out before we fought the Beholder, I don't think this tomb is set up where you can really avoid this encounter. Unfortunately, I think we will probably be forced to deal with it.
Yes, probably, clearly, another gifted servant of Asarak's tomb.
What I'm curious about is seemingly the rotating nature of these platforms.
That is something I'd certainly like to know myself.
No one has stepped off of this one yet. I'm almost certain I know what's going to happen if someone does.
Indeed. I'm gonna kind of come down here, look this general direction.
Pretty long hallway. You do see a little bit of slime down that hallway as well.
Well, there is still slime down here, albeit not as concentrated.
Not only that, but...
Do I notice this cobweb as well?
Yeah.
There's a hallway after this chamber over here, if you guys can see, and it appears there might be... I assume I'd be able to see this gel over here, right?
Yeah.
Seems like that hallway has plenty of it as well. Maybe that is deeper into its lair.
I'm fairly certain that every direction from here is likely deeper into its lair.
Well then, do we continue forward, or do we go back up top and try to come down the conventional way? At this point, I don't know if there's too much point, but if we get a warning message of some kind, it can always be helpful.
I think perhaps, at the very least, knowing what is on the other side could be beneficial.
And I like information.
You don't necessarily have to proceed from that ingress point, but at least know what's over there. Perhaps there's something of great value.
Are you suggesting we go and try to find the entrance then, or?
Well, proceed down Withers' stairway. Perhaps it seems to exit in beneficial segments every floor. So if nothing else, something useful can come from it.
When I was down here earlier, I asked, is this like a wall, or is this just a hallway that we can walk down to the south down here?
Yep.
It's a hallway.
Yeah, if it's a wall and a hallway.
Yep.
No, it's a hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I for one feel like I don't have my bearings down here, and I kind of would like to go back up to Wither's office and proceed from that point.
The only reason why I ask is it looks like the entire room we're in is a huge gear to the outside.
Yes. As is the
No, I just didn't know if that
Pentagon over.
gear. I just didn't know if that gear was part of the wall separating this hallway to maybe opening this hallway, or vice versa. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, they're open.
okay, all right. Well, we got a couple of them. We can go back up, which would be probably the safest route.
What say you, Asalia, to going back up, going down the stairwell just to see what's over there? Perhaps something useful?
Rather than dealing with this obvious clusterfuck?
Yes.
I suppose so, yeah. That makes the most sense. Although, I have to agree with Baelen. I feel like we're only delaying the inevitable, which is dealing with this.
Well, it's not about avoiding it.
It's about coming at it at the right direction.
Precisely. I'm certain, as Baelen pointed out, that much like the Beholder, this is unavoidable. It's just having more knowledge at our disposal, potentially.
So, Josh, you said this poison is pretty toxic. Like, to the average person, at least, it's not going to take down, like, Baelen, but...
I'd say with your roll, like, just out of context, if you have a small vial of it, if you got, splashed it onto someone, 48.
Is that the only way that they could get a sample of it, is by splashing it on someone?
Well, he just scooped it up off the ground and into a vial. And through his check together...
I can work on refining it with my alchemy supplies, because that's basically what I would do, is refine poisonous plants into... or toxic plants into poisons. So I could probably refine it. Maybe give Baelen some really good poison to add to, like a small dagger or something.
Just so you know, poison is only effective when you digest it. I'm actually not sure if it's effective when it enters the bloodstream. I'm assuming that's literally the purpose of
that poison specifically, skin contact or inhaled will.
I was kind of being a smart aleck. Generally, the definition of poison is something that hurts you when you ingest it. Venom is something that hurts you when you come into contact or it gets into your bloodstream.
Tomato.
Throw it on Baelen.
Sorry, yeah, just shut your mouth.
Pretty sure if I injected arsenic into somebody's bloodstream, they'd also die.
That's why I'm actually a little curious on that, because if you drank a snake's venom, you don't
literally
die, you might get
can
sick, but
inject air into somebody's bloodstream and they'll die. So
Anywho.
Interesting point of consideration, though.
We are digressing. What do you guys
I want to get some of that. So I'm going to get some of that.
Okay. That's easy enough to do. I'd say you had one vial. Did you have any more vials to scoop them with?
No, I'm going to just do one.
Okay. So it's a mixture of compost and poison. You did your best to just get it, but it's unavoidable at this point because it's just settled.
Kirby, what is your kid doing?
hey, get off the TV. What's wrong with you?
I saw him doing a bridge on the TV. I was like, what the heck?
Were you guys planning to go back up the hole? What were you doing?
I literally have body width between the TV and the couch, so they.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll go up and try to tie off my rope somewhere, probably on the base of the statue or something.
Okay.
And let the rest hang down.
I guess if all else fails, it's a safety net. Whether we choose to go forward, we can always run back and still have it.
True.
All right. So you all are proceeding up?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys proceed back up. and you're back on the Chamber of Horrors now.
And we're gonna head over to the staircase to, Withers' private little staircase.
Alrighty.
And Nephtus still stinks.
He does.
As a matter of fact, I don't, because I use prestidigitation to clean myself.
He's walking, he's just getting the compost off of him.
I was kind of sticking right behind Baelen. And Orosalia.
Looks like because these things ran out of the room, right?
No,
They were still in there, and they're still painting.
Oh, could I?
I was gonna say,
look at
isn't
what
this
they're
the- is it-
painting?
I
Yeah,
was gonna say,
actually,
isn't this the room where we like smashed up some shit because we thought we had a twin hammer or some shit?
Yeah, this
It
is a
looks like-
Scepter's twin.
Yeah.
Looks like they're still working on these same paintings that they had previously been done.
So
done before.
they're not starting to paint us fighting shambling mounds or something.
No, you get the sense that most of these paintings are from near-death encounters.
Okay.
Actual death.
Deadly or near-death.
Okay. And Asalia would remember which one has the staircase.
It's still open, I believe.
He's right there. Yep.
Oh,
So
okay.
you guys are proceeding back down the staircase.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yada 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 yada.
Yada.
Did one of the girlfriends not get you a beer? You had to get it yourself?
I did. Sorry. And Vinny's fighting going to bed, so he should have been in bed 45 minutes ago.
So you guys proceed down the staircase. It's a bit longer here, where the levels have had a little bit more distance in between them. They now have... This level was a bit higher. You have to go down a bit more, and the staircase does not descend any further.
Cool.
Is this an obvious door next to me?
Very clearly a door.
Can I check it for traps?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Wait, what's down this way?
I'm gonna send
Another
Zarak down that
hallway.
way, actually.
Full of slime.
Wait, you're descending which way, Dan?
No, I'm sending Zarak down that way.
Oh, okay, I got an 18 on
The
the
hallway
investigation.
goes down to the end, and then turns east and ends just at a flat wall.
Okay. I'm gonna fly right to the end of the wall.
Make a perception or investigation check. Perception, actually.
$12.
Looks like a wall.
Okay. Gonna tell Zarak to come back. And I'm gonna point out the strangeness of just creating a hallway that just dead ends.
Baelen, the door doesn't look trapped.
You did hear 18, by the way, right?
Yeah, that's based on your 18. The door doesn't look trapped. It's a stone door with iron hinges, and the knob is brass.
I'm going to attempt to open it.
The door
I-
opens.
I'm gonna travel this way and also scout.
Okay. Are you stepping through the slime or doing your best to keep out of it?
I mean, I'll step around it if I can, but
I mean,
if walking through it is inevitable, then that's so be it.
All right. I'd say for right now, at that point, you're able to do your best to keep your feet out of it. The door is unlocked. 1 second.
I want to investigate this wall. Dead end.
I'm gonna go up the staircase a little bit, seeing Baelen messing with the door.
Okay. 1 second. Oh, sorry. Did you want to open it? It was clearly a door to you. You've noticed this. You're down to the.
Yeah, I want to try opening.
Sorry, I was talking to Postalia, but okay. And then that
Oh.
door opened.
Yeah.
Over here. Baelen, when you open it, you are looking at a small 5-foot wide, 10-foot long pier. The steps go down 5 feet. The door swings open, and you are looking at a massive underground.
Would I kind of recognize these boats from the other side?
Yes, and you recognize those as now you realize that the stone, almost tower-looking thing that rose up was just this staircase leading downwards.
Sense.
Looking around in here, the stone steps are covered in the similar-looking moss that you had seen in that first chamber you were in. Looking around, you can see phosphorescent crabs that are swimming around in the water and glowing. A second here.
Hell yeah.
And now trying to take it all in. It's expansive. The underground lake is very, very long and wide. There are chains and gears hanging from the ceilings.
How high are the ceilings?
The ceiling here goes about 20 feet high, roughly. Yeah. 20 to 30 feet high in places, and it looks like a cavern almost now.
So it's not like it's not like real flat and even on the roof. It's
this doesn't look all carved as everything else has been. You see that these other rooms are just giant cogs now. They're built on top of giant cogs, and you can see that they've rubbed together on the sides so that the whole they all can rotate. The water of the lake is slimy and very, very murky. Make a perception check.
Oh.
45.
Nice. As you're looking around, you see out the corner of your eye something massive dart to the water.
Through the water, you said?
Yes, it's under the water, just barely for a split second. Darts to the water.
Looks fast as well?
Fairly quick, much faster than you can swim. And it was big.
How far
big.
under? Could I get an idea, rough estimate?
It's kind of difficult to tell. The water is really murky.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I'm not exactly sure what cogs are. Are they supported from underneath? Do they
It's kind of hard to tell. They descend into the water.
Okay.
But it's just big gears.
I'd let everybody know what I saw, and I'm also interested to these boats look super old, like they've never been used before, like they're about to fall apart.
They look like they're in pretty good shape.
Pretty good shape. And is this a crab trap? Are there any fluorescent crabs inside?
Yeah, there's 5 of them in there.
I'm doing.
And I assume if it looks like if one of these things rotated, all of the other ones would have to rotate, right? Like they're all connected right now.
What it looks like.
Okay.
Can I use Mage Hand to grab one of the crabs?
Yeah. The mage
Okay.
hand
Snip,
floats
snip,
over the
motherfucker.
net and grabs one of the crabs. It's pretty big. It's like this big.
Okay.
Picks it out, and now you have just this floating. The mage hand holding it for fluorescent crab.
Pocket crab.
Well, I actually meant to give it to her, so I didn't realize that she's not even around. So I'm actually gonna crack its head and keep it for crab meat.
Hey, one dead crab.
Consume to gain 5 hit points.
Is it still fluorescent?
Yes.
Okay.
It is still fluorescent. Okay, cool.
It looks like the fluorescent is actually something that's been growing on the back of the crabs.
So is that like what we're these little white lights we're seeing right here? Is
Yep.
like the fluorescent
the lake's
like
full of them.
crabs?
Yep.
Okay. How far?
And
Can I see where
once it's been
Osalia
out of the
is?
water once it's been out of the water for about 20 or so seconds, the phosphorescent light on it starts to fade.
Is it something that we could like take off of him?
It looks
Or
like
is it-
whatever has been growing on the back of it, this moss-ish kind of like underwater plant life almost, has been growing on the back, and this is the reaction that it has with water. And now it's out of the water, and it's just slowly losing its glow.
I think the last question I got for you, Josh. When I saw the massive figure move under the water, did it seem as if it had moved because of me, like it saw me? Was I
You're
able
not
to?
sure. You don't know.
Okay.
You saw it very briefly.
Do I know
and
which side was it on?
it was moving from here to here.
Okay.
Very quick, very, very big.
All right, time to go see what Asali is doing.
And as soon as you step back in, the door slams shut on its own.
Spicy.
Spicy indeed, my friend.
I know it's kind of like in peculiar timing, but I want to use my tinderbox to cook the crab.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
1 second. Yeah, I mean, that would take you a little while. You have to light a fire. What are you lighting the fire with?
Hold on.
Tinderbox, presumably.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
sorry, you're lighting the fire. What are you burning? What are you using to actually burn?
Fuel.
Let's see. Hold on.
Curious if my veggie plate's here yet. Hang on.
Let's see. Can I use part of my hemp rope? Let's say about 5 feet of it to try to burn it.
Sure, it is burning slowly.
Let's heat it up. Have some crab meat. I'm hungry. Fuck it.
Okay, you heat up the crab through a mixture of.
I would obviously break shell to cook the meat rather than just burn the outside. Just in case there's something poisonous or whatever going on with the meat.
Yeah, you cook the whole thing pretty thoroughly. All right.
That's it.
Okay.
Just wanted to get some food. I feel like we haven't eaten in days.
So, Osalia, as you're moving down the hallway here and you step out into it, you recognize this hallway as the one that the gear had looked through to the south. This hall is chocked with dust and cobwebs. And down at the southern end of the hall, you can see flickering lights, flickering candlelight. Written in dried blood on the ceiling here are the words "Awaken Napaka."
Napaka.
Awaken Napaka.
Napaka.
Oh, okay.
Well, I got that written somewhere.
That's all it says?
It says Awaken Napaka.
Didn't we already do that?
Okay, I don't have that written anywhere. I do actually have that written somewhere.
The final queen of Omu. I'm sorry. That's what I have written down.
Sounds right.
Yeah, so in that room we took, what's his name? Where there's a staircase down. On the opposite side of the staircase was that room, and in there the fucking bitch was like basically being held.
That sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need better notes.
All right, I'm back.
Literally, my notes just say Napaka.
Dude, sometimes
He's like,
I feel
I have that written
though,
down.
like so much shit is going on in the moment. You just want to get like
Nice,
the
Dan.
Right. Well, I think I have a dash by it, so I think I was like trying to write something, then it just everything kept going, so I just said fuck it. Where is Sawyer?
Josh, I'm going to creep along, try not to step in any of the, or at least as little as possible.
Yeah, you make it through without touching.
The great granddaughter of Zalcor, right?
Yep.
Napaka?
Just the we fought.
Okay. And it
Zalcor.
says awaken Napaka in blood.
I know this is going to sound kind of weird, but can I use Gust to see if I can move any of this moss like against the wall?
What moss? You're talking to the crab moss?
Like this little green shit that's down this
What's
hallway.
going on?
Lime.
Hello,
I mean,
go
you
away.
can use Gust and it sludges it out of the way a bit.
Okay, well,
Josh, the
then
Medusa's name
that
was,
little bit, but I'm going to try to go down the little side of the here and just creep by it.
Easy enough.
All right.
Medusa was Zalkore, yes.
Can you spell that for me?
Zalkore. That was just a guess.
Sounds good to me.
It's BEERUN. Sorry, I won't say anything else tonight.
Ever.
Thank God.
What are you guys doing?
Nice titties, Eddie.
It happens, man. It comes with being big. I got him too. Don't worry.
I don't know exactly what Chris is upset about.
I don't know. I mean, they're hers to play with,
It's
so.
true.
That's why I'm like, I don't know if she's like upset because I'm noticing his, or like she's mad because he has them. I don't know what's going on here.
I like where this is going.
Right?
Everyone get out of this channel.
Yeah,
Sus.
can we keep this going?
Oh, we're still playing D&D? Oh, sorry.
I mean,
Playing P&P.
Doms and dicks? Yeah, let's go.
Right. So Salia slips a titty at Baelen, and then.
Dude, Dan, you
That's
gotta
just
chill out your
rated
ego. I just saw every single piece of food and dancing. That was
I'm gonna head
That's
down
laughter.
this way under the words and be like, "What's up in here?"
You step into
I thought you were gonna say, "What's up, girl?"
so large puddles of gray slime spread across the floor of this 10-foot wide, gently sloping hallway. Candles flicker on riveted sconces, casting dim light across a sequence of sculpted reliefs depicting humanoids with bestial heads kneeling before a black star. At the lower end of the hall, this side here, is a
So it
thick
slopes
purple
down that way.
drape that's hanging wall to wall. At the upper end of the hall, it terminates at ends.
Does the ceiling look stable, or does it look like there might be something that falls and rolls down, all cliche-like?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that with the slanted fucking ground.
Somebody needs to watch Indiana Jones.
Hey, bro, I was born in '98. I bet you that shit came out in like fucking
What?
'94.
The ceiling
didn't-
looks good, but looking around now, you do see in the hallway dried bits of blood and gore, and the gore is flat. It is pasted into the ground.
Oh, fuck. This is a dangerous hallway.
Can I peek around his shoulder and see if I can see maybe what sets it off or anything extra?
I'll shift back behind you.
Make a perception check.
Perception 19.
Not seeing too much. Everything looks fairly put together. You don't see anything that's setting. Looks like a trigger for a trap from where you're standing. You don't see anything.
Hmm. And the gore was located in one area specifically, or
It's just like scattered throughout the hall.
the whole thing, pretty much?
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's not like everywhere, but there's bits.
Well, I meant like it's not
here.
like it's not dense in one
Yeah,
area
it's not
more than.
dense in any specific place.
Interesting. Well, I don't feel a strong desire to go in here unless Eddie wants to continue traveling in and seeing what's up.
I think we lost them both.
We lost everybody.
Yeah.
What?
Or just everyone's gone.
Dan's choking on a piece of celery.
Oh, did you ask us a question? I'm sorry. My kids
No,
were screaming on the back of the couch.
I asked Eddie a question, but he ain't here, and Dan was gone too forever.
Sorry, I had to get peanut butter for my celery.
You're good.
Dude, I was so close. I said, I bet you Dan choked on some celery. Literally what I said.
Did you get raisins too for ants on a log?
I did not. I don't have raisins.
Eddie, I don't have a strong desire. I couldn't see anything that possibly triggers a trap or whatever. So if you want to continue looking in there, you can. But I don't have a strong desire to go in there.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if Zarak went in there, but I don't think.
Because would I be able to see this little thing over here, Josh? I mean, obviously I can't see into it, but it looks like there's a little something there.
This wall. Where's it?
Over there with chocolate milk in it, and the green one's in the car with chocolate milk in it.
I can certainly send Zarak if we so wish.
Do it.
Well, drink some water.
It's worth checking out, getting some information, know what I'm saying?
Hi, Toby.
Alright. I'm sending Zarak to right there.
Okay. Make a perception check from right there. Where the other, well, I mean, it won't be a new perception from right there. You'd have to look at something else because you guys have already done 2 perception checks from that spot.
Josh said it was a wall.
Well, you guys haven't gotten very close to it.
So it's a
Looks
wall.
like a wall from where you are.
I'm gonna send Zarak, noticing this thing, I'm gonna send Zarak over there.
Okay, make a perception check for that spot right there.
$20.
All right.
Finally,
Looking around, Zarak notices a small passageway here. A little crawlway. This is just a candle here that's not lit.
Okay.
Yeah, sees a little passageway here. A very small
Communicating
crawlway
all of this, by the way.
where you would definitely have to crawl to get through.
When you say you mean us or Zarak?
Yeah, any of you. Zarak can fit through fine, but you guys would literally have to get on your hands and knees and crawl. Oh, I love you.
Okay.
I'm gonna tickle you.
Pickle monster.
I'll put him right here to kind of look at this curtain thing.
Just a heavy purple curtain. Nothing too crazy to see about it.
Can I peek my head around the edge of it?
Sure. As he peeks his way around, the hallway comes to a dead end at about 15 feet beyond the purple curtain.
Uh-huh.
And there's a 6-foot-tall statue of a leering 4-armed gargoyle that stands with its back against the wall. One of the arms has broken off and lies on the floor in front of it. Its hand is curled into a tight fist. The other 3 arms have their claws attached and are open in a way that suggests that it's meant to hold something. Carved into the wall above the statue says, 3 I need, then 3 more. 3 more still opens the door.
3 what?
You said
And once again, I'm communicating all of this to the party.
you said it had how many arms, and there was one of them was on the ground or something?
Yeah, it's 4-armed. 3 of the 3 that are attached have their hands open like they're meant to hold something. The other one is on the ground with its hand tightly closed.
So it either needs like 6 or 9 hands possibly to open or hold something.
How many fingers are on each hand?
Say 4.
Okay.
Huh.
Is there anything special about the curtain from this side?
It just looks like a heavy curtain.
Cool.
And you said it looks like it's trying to hold something, or the hands?
It looks like the hands are meant to hold something.
Are the hands clasped in a certain way, or completely open palmed, or?
They're just open palmed, but they literally looks like they're holding something, but whatever it is not there.
Okay, I'm just like, is it meant like it's holding a torch or a ball or?
Make a.
I'm asking Nephtus. Actually, Nephtus can't even hear me.
Make an
so.
intelligence.
I can.
Make an intelligence check.
I'm coming in and out of this.
Okay. Intelligence. Where am I at? Here we are. Oh, 90-20.
Well, actually, you're not seeing it. It would have to be Nephtus.
Josh, oh my! I got a
Sorry.
natty 20, dude.
I'm sorry,
Chill out, man. I quit.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
There you
I
go.
just have
I'm having a hard time describing it. Like they're
No, you're good.
they're mostly closed, right? They would hold something small. Yeah, something very small. What was have Zarak do an investigation check.
Four.
Yeah, not seeing much.
All right.
It looks like they would hold something small, but you're not sure what it would be.
Can I take a closer look at the arm on the ground, see if it's holding anything visible?
The hand is completely like tight, closed shut.
Right. Okay.
Let's make
The
it
one that's on the
fixed.
grounds?
Yes.
Get some music going.
Couldn't hear you there, Dan.
Let's get some music going.
It was playing. I don't know why it's stopped. My bad.
Probably because of our 15-minute break. Or maybe not, actually.
Yeah, we're right about at the 3-hour mark.
How high are the ceilings?